Hey guys, welcome back to the part 2 of this video. If you guys did not watch the part 1 already, make sure you go watch that so you understand the continuation over here. And I want to make this fast and as quick as possible, just so you guys know, I am releasing all project files of every content video edit that I did, no matter if it's in short form or long form. So check out the portfolio and from there you can redirect to my page. And I'm also offering private mentorship. So if you guys would be interested to learn exactly like me and a money back guarantee, because I will give you clients after that as I have excess amount of clients. If you want a private mentorship, make sure you DM me on any of the social media platforms linked below and we'll check next. Don't take too long because right now it's just the starting, meaning I'm not doing it in an expensive price. So yeah, now what we want to do is we want to do that text thing. That one is pretty easy, so let's turn on the video again. Okay, so for this one we're gonna set a line the same way it is done here, from 2 seconds to around second 3. Okay, the same way. Gonna come like this, gonna do the same line. You're gonna have to remove the fill. Okay, the line is pretty easy to do even if you don't look at it, but just wanna make everything as accurate as possible so I can give away this project file to you guys, so you guys can use it for your own benefit. Okay, great, you can see now. Let's make this full. It's really smooth. We just gotta pull this back. Amazing. And we gotta increase the stroke a bit. Let's say around 7.5. The color is gonna have to be the same as well, so come over here to this. And now what we want to do is we want to add something called trim path. Come over here, contents, add trim paths, keyframe, end to where you want it to end, place another keyframe, jump back to the first keyframe and do from 0 to 100. See? Now let's get rid of this. Amazing. Now we have the trim path. We want to set our graph. Our graph is going to be 80 on both sides, as you know how to do it. I did it 10 times before. Amazing. Perfect. Amazing. We now want to add text. Text is gonna say 15 pages of gold. It starts from around 115 here till here. Amazing. So now we just need the same type of text. 15 pages of gold. Okay, amazing. Just lower this up. And what we want to do is we want to scale it down just to the same size. Let's make this third here. Amazing. Keep lowering it down. And we want to make this, let's say, extra bold. Perfect. So to make the same opacity and the type of way this text comes, you can't do it manually from After Effects, from what I'm aware. You probably can do it, but there's an extension called Text Evo 2. I'm gonna put that description in bio. I'm gonna put that link. I'm gonna put the link to Text Evo in description. And so basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna set this to come from a bit up and from 0. Now you'll see what happens. See, it comes the same exact way. Amazing. Perfect. Now we just want to do the same shit for this part. Gonna check the peak here. Okay. I'm gonna take this text, I'm gonna take this line and just paste it over here. And I'm gonna go to scale and scale it to -100. So what happens, it flips. And you can see now we're good to go. I can extend this a bit. That's not a problem. Amazing. We want to take the text as well, duplicate this, come over here and write 300 pages of fluff. Come over here, align it the same way. Now what we need to do is just time it properly. So what did we exactly duplicate? Was this shape layer and this shape layer, and we want just the things to come this way. Now you can see it's gonna be timed perfectly. Amazing. It's not really perfectly timed, but it doesn't matter that much. I mean, I can still fix it and make the 300 pages come earlier. And let me turn this off and see what our result is now. Amazing, amazing. But the shape layer comes out too late, I think. Let me check how it is for Iman. Oh yeah, the timing is mistimed. So that's not a problem. Here it's too early, so we're gonna have to make it a bit more late. So at this point it basically is halfway done. Amazing. We're gonna have to lower this down a bit and this as well. Perfect. So let's check it out for the one last time. Perfect. Now what we want to do is we want to make them all go back. Okay. This is the peak point, so we go like 1, 2. Okay. Here what we want to do is we want to get the position for all of these. Okay. And come over here and we set all of them to the default place where they were supposed to be, which was, so for that what I'm gonna have to do is just get to this point, paste it. So for that what I'm gonna have to do is go to the point where it was extended, copy this keyframe and paste it. So you can see it's gonna be on 51, nothing else changes. So I think it's gonna be like that for all of them. So I'm gonna get to the position for all of them and make this 51. Let's check it out now. And so let's make this 51 for each one of them. Let me keep the focus mode on, turn off here. 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51. So now they're all back to their main page. For this graph also we're gonna have to do this. Amazing. Obviously it's not timed the same way it should be timed. Yeah, it's much more sharp. So for that, to make it more sharp, you're gonna come over here and just make this both like 90. So now you can see it's sharper. Let's check now. Amazing. Perfect. Now what we need to do, we just have to do this. All of them go back to non-extended and flip this way. Perfect. That's not too hard either. So right now we want them all to go back to their original non-extended form. So for that, you're gonna copy the first keyframe because that was where we did the first design. Okay. So I'm gonna just do that for each layer where it goes back to its default place. And now even our front and back pages come to play because we're gonna place position keyframes for these. Position. And make these come default as they were before previously. Perfect. Now you can see our pages are now you can see our pages are back to these unextended version. We're gonna set a graph for this 90 on both sides. By now you should know how to do it. Amazing. Okay, and one more thing we need to do is the part where these papers go inside, these should also disappear. So to make these disappear, what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy each thing for each part and we're just gonna time reverse it. So now you see what happens is that this goes back to outside. Alright, this one copy paste, time reverse it, keyframe. This goes back to disappeared, and likewise we just do it for all of them. Here, the last one, and yep, now you can see these disappear, and the text take a bit more time is because the graph is messed up for them. So we're just gonna do this graph, which is like this, 100 to the front, and this will stay default. Now you can see, perfect. Okay, these go back to non-extended, and now we need to come back to our null and mess with it again. So let's check how it is here. Okay,
and people will pay $12.
Perfect. So we need it to look this exact same way. Let me turn this on, and let me get to my null. Here I'm gonna have to place a keyframe for all of these, for all the rotation types, and even this one. Keep it like this, and see, now this is just gonna be a bit elevated. Let's say this much, around minus 15%. This one is gonna come a bit this way, and this one is gonna come like this. And there is even position. So we're also gonna keyframe position. To keyframe position, you just press P, and we're basically good to go. Except I think even the Z position is messed a bit, like they mess with it a bit. Now let's check how it looks, guys. The graph is gonna be 80 or let's say 90 on both sides. Let's see if it looks the same. Alright, it's very close, extremely close. Perfect. That's just because of the FPS it's on. But I think the Z might have not been messed with. So let me increase the Z. Okay. Now what we need to do is we just need to add the number bill. So for that, it's also very easy. Nothing too complicated. The place where it's halfway through, I'm gonna set a marker. And just the place where the animation is done. Completely. It's around 2 seconds. 9:15. Perfect. Over here, we're gonna open rounded tool. we're gonna come like this and just gonna create the same type of roundness and same type of stroke. So to change the roundness, as I did in the starting of the video as well, click here, and increase the roundness. And we need to add numbers. You know the font already, Montserrat. It's not really the same font, but it's really similar. Plus, it doesn't really matter that much. Our aim is just to learn the animations. These other parts will slowly come when you exactly want to, which I wouldn't find a reason to exactly copy an animation, except if you're teaching someone how to do the animations that were done. So I'm gonna align both of these, and now I'm gonna place keyframes to make them come the same way. So you can see, for this one it's gonna be trim path. I'm gonna add trim path, keyframe, and the place where you want to end will be fully trim pathed, and you're just gonna start from 0. Okay, you can see the trim path is also the exact same way. You can see the Iman Gadzhi stroke very thinly done backward over there. And just gonna set a graph that starts fast. Perfect. We're gonna delay this a bit. Amazing. It's almost the same, wow. And for the number, we're gonna do the same thing, the text Eva thing. As I said, link in description to text Eva. Position, come from up, let's say like -20, and opacity 0. Let's check it out. The text will come more late. A bit more late only. Amazing, perfect. Really nice. So now we have this part done as well. But we only have one problem, is that this part is, I think, too fast when it goes like this, which needs to chill out a bit. So we're gonna come over here and we're just gonna make this like 80 on both sides. So let's check it out now. Now it's more chill. Perfect. And here we go, guys. We're done with the animation in a very short amount of time. That's because you have me as your tutor, motion designer from 3 years of experience, where I know how to replicate anything and even create anything from scratch. Except for when it comes to things like very, very complicated, let's say 3D. But other than that, I can do a really good job. Not trying to flex. So let's see. We're done with the animation. Perfect, bro. And now, guys, for the most important part, the final touchings. For the final touchings, I'm gonna provide some of the assets that all you have to do is click on my portfolio in the description. Once you click on that, you go DM me on WhatsApp and I'll send you the exact Google Drive link to everything you need as per the assets. And if you don't want any assets, then you can just copy what I do, and that will do you good too. So let's check what Iman added. First thing you want to do is you want to select all the animation that we did and pre-compose by clicking Ctrl+Shift+C, and I'm just gonna name it animation. After I do that, I'm just gonna focus a bit on what I think Iman added. So first thing we know is these little white dots, the film grain, okay? And then we know that there is noise. You can see these little dots around everywhere. And then there is posterize time. And that's basically it. That's all we need. So let's do that. And there is deep glow as well, obviously. I already used film grain in my previous animations, so I should have it somewhere over here. I imported the film grain. Now you can see these little white dots are there, and just to make it just to remove the black part of it, I'm gonna do add. Now you can see it's been added. Once we do that, now we wanna add our deep glow. So you come to adjustment layer, you're gonna create an adjustment layer, and I have a preset for it, which is called nice deep glow. And you can check out there has already been crazy improvements because of the deep glow. The way it looks so much better, but I'm gonna decrease this a bit more. And now what we need to add is posterize time. It's very important as well. So come over here, adjustment layer, add posterize time, and make it 14. And let's check it out now. Let's check out our animation. Here we go, boys. This is our final animation. Let's take a look at it twice. It's very, very close. It's extremely similar in my opinion. If I tried to put even more time, it would have been the exact type of clone. But I'd say this is a very good clone. Let me increase the deep glow a bit more and make it like 0.4. And I can decrease the radius by a bit. Make this 500. Perfect. And for the last part, what we need is noise. If you come over here and you check out, there is noise, and the noise just makes everything 2 times better. So to add noise, let me teach you how to do it. We're gonna come over here, adjustment layer, and add effect called noise. We're gonna remove color, use color noise, and you're gonna have to increase this till like it's somewhat visible. So let's say 20. Let's say 20, and it's gonna have to go below the deep glow. Around 10 maybe better. And yo, this is amazing. Our noise also makes everything so much better. But again, make sure it's below the deep glow so the deep glow doesn't get noised on. Perfect. You can see these 2 pages are a bit messed up, so let's get in over here on this page, and we just take the black part a bit more far. because it's too close now. Similarly for this one as well. And guys, here we go. Perfect. Let's take one last look at it. See you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for the 5th video of this series. It's gonna be an even better 3D animation. And peace out!